So she, everything with Sasha Banks is literally making people unhappy and all this type of stuff. So yeah, she's supposed to be showing up to New Japan Wrestling, I think Wrestling Kingdom 17 soon. And they said that by January 1st of 2023, she can choose to either stay with WWE or go to New Japan Wrestling or AEW or Impact Wrestling, wherever she feels like herself fits at. So, before I get into any more detail, her at WWE was, I wouldn't say questionable, but she had if she is leaving, WWE for good, she had a good run. She had a good run if she plans on leaving WWE. Because yes, she was, out of all the titles that she kept, she can only keep the women's tag team title for a good minute. I'm just telling the truth. Because every other title that she has, don't get me wrong, she has won it, but can she keep it for literally near a year or over a year? No. No, she can't. Yes, she is part of the Four Horsemen for a reason. Like Sasha Banks, Bayley, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. Yes, she is part of Four Horsemen. Or, sorry, Four Horsewomen. But, when it comes to trying to keep a title, that's really not her strong suit, because every time she keeps the title, she always loses it at WrestleMania every goddamn time. I mean, obviously she loses it on other promotions too, but she always loses her titles at WrestleMania. I don't know why she does that, but she always loses the title at WrestleMania, and I just don't know why she does it. Don't know why, because she's literally 0-6 in WrestleMania. That's the worst record of all time. And somebody for losing WrestleMania so much goddamn times. Like, she can't keep a title to save her stupid life. And that's sad. That's terrible. So, and people said that she's asking too much for from WWE. Yeah, when it was with Vince, yes, obviously she asked for way too goddamn much. You could tell she asked for way too goddamn much. But personally, yeah, she had good, well, not good. I'm gonna say decent reigns at the best. Because I think her last reign, we don't even talk about the tag team titles, because one, I give her credit which credit's due. Yes, she her title run, her last championship run was the tag team titles with Naomi. We all know how that went. That they won the titles, they defended it with probably one title defense, and that's it. And then Vince didn't really care, and which I understand. You walked out of WWE for a good, for a reason, because you're not respected as a tag team champion, which I understand that, because the tag team champions, the women tag team champions, don't really get that love no more, which I understand. But walking away while filming Raw doesn't make sense. I understand you did this out of your own frustration. Going back to that time when you walked out on Raw on live television, put the titles in Vince's office and said, bruh, we ain't dealing with this no more, and then y'all both left. I understand that. Y'all was upset. Y'all was angry. Emotions was high that night. I understand. But still, that doesn't mean you have to walk out like that. I feel like after the show, maybe you could have just read, you know what, I can't deal with this. You laid down the titles in the ring, you and Naomi, and then you walked out and said, fuck WWE, because that would be me. Obviously, at the time it was Vince, so you couldn't really curse. But me personally, I would have just said, fuck WWE, and laid my titles on the ground, and then walked away and left out the arena, and you probably won't see me again. So, me personally, people don't want her back. Me personally, I've seen so much comments that said, yo, we don't want Sasha Banks back. The company has been doing great without her, which I actually seen it. The company, which everybody has seen, people know, the company has been doing really great without Sasha Banks. Naomi, I don't know about Naomi so much, but mostly Sasha Banks. So her going to being at New Japan, Wrestling Kingdom 17, if she's going to wrestle or not. They just said she's going to be there. We don't know if she's going to wrestle or not. But, me personally, if she does not decide to go, to come back to WWE and, decides to go anywhere else, I really feel like she can either go to, Ring of Honor or, Impact Wrestling or AEW, even though AEW Ring of Honor is owned by the same lunatic person, which, we don't talk about. But, me personally, she could go to Impact Wrestling. There's some good ex-WWE stars in Impact Wrestling that we know. And I don't mind her being an Impact champion or an AEW, or if she goes with Tony Khan to be AEW, Women's World Champion or TBS Champion. I don't mind those at all. I really don't. I don't know. Just me personally, I don't really miss Sasha Banks all that much. I literally forgot, Sasha Banks was not there till, a post that I seen on Instagram. So, me personally, would I want Sasha Banks back? Not really. But in my mind, I do want Sasha Banks back because, honestly, right now in my mind, the match that I want to take place at WrestleMania is, or if they do come back at Royal Rumble, I want the match to take place is basically like Damage Control versus not Bailey. Damage Control versus Naomi and Sasha Banks. I would definitely love to see that match. That would be a great match, in my opinion, because Sasha Banks and Naomi are great as, women's tag team champions. And we all know Damage Control is doing some damage. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. In the ring right now with them titles. So, and on top of that, they're both, and I want to say both former, well, yes, they're both former tag team champions. I understand that, but Dakota Kai has more of this in her alley more than Io Sky, just saying. But also, when it comes to what is she bringing to the table, mediocre matches and mediocre promos, along with the mind skills being mediocre as well too, and just being a mediocre person in general. I just honestly feel like for her, I feel like this is the best thing just for her not to come back to the WWE. Yes, I understand that people's gonna be like, why don't you want her to come back? Part of me saying she needs to come back because I want them to succeed as, the women's tag team champions, like the run that they should have had, but they didn't because of how Vince McMahon did them dirty. But at the same time, no one really cares that Sasha Naomi's gone. Well, let me scratch. Well, not really. They care about Naomi because obviously she's gone, but no one really cares about Sasha all that much because she acts too much for the WWE. With Vince, yeah, she did. Not gonna hold you. You could kind of see it when it comes to, her being kind of given title opportunities without working hard for it, without a gauntlet match, or who's, a ladder match for who's going to be the next person to, become, the challenger's opponent for the Raw or SmackDown Women's title. But me personally, when it comes to Sasha, the only thing you could give her, that's Snoop Dogg's cousin. Literally. So, me personally, would I be mad that she's going to another company to actually spread her wings and actually see how she does over there? No, I'm not mad. If that happens, I'm good. I'm happy for her. I'm that's good for her. If she wants to explore other options in her life, in her career, like acting or going to another company or doing some stuff, I'd support her 100%. She deserves, if she's not happy where she's at, she deserves to be somewhere else that makes her happy. Or not better than when she was before. I give her credit to do. She gave us somewhat of a good, faction. I don't want to say faction, but good teams. Bailey, being the role model that she was in the Performance Center and a little bit of the Thunderdome era. And also her being, tag team champions with Bailey and with Naomi at one point. But honestly, right now, I feel like it's the best for her for just to go somewhere else. Because, I mean, yes, her contract is basically up in, I won't say contract, but basically, she's, if she wants, basically, she could come back to WWE in literally a few weeks. Literally, a few weeks, counting like maybe 2-3 weeks tops. So, it's around that corner. It's literally right around that corner. So, me personally, I know that Naomi, is supposed to come back soon. I don't know if she's gonna be with Sasha, if they're both gonna go to a different brand together, or if it's just gonna be Sasha just going to somewhere else and Naomi coming back to WWE. But if Naomi does come back to WWE, just put her in the bloodline already. I need to see a woman in the bloodline. Just everybody can agree with me. We need a woman to be in the bloodline. Just one woman. It doesn't have to be two. Just one. Just give us Naomi because she's technically married to one of the Usos. Just give us Naomi to be in the bloodline. And I think we straight. I think that's the last person that should be in the bloodline. Honestly, just give us one woman. Just one. Just one. That's it. And it's obviously got to be Naomi. I mean, it can be Tamina, but Tamina's kind of when it comes to in-ring work, and, her title reign as, the tag team champion was mediocre at best. So, me personally, the only person that fits there besides, Tamina, which was never going to happen in the first place, is Naomi. Literally, just put Naomi with the Usos. Bam. There you go. All you need, look, you still have Roman Reigns as undisputed champion, undisputed Universal Champion. Uso still has your undisputed tag team champions. You have Sami Zayn as the hype man. You got Solo as the enforcer, and then you have just the wife of one of the Usos. I think it's Jimmy. I know it's not Jay. It's Jimmy. You literally have Jimmy and then Naomi right after that. Either as a SmackDown Women's Champion or a Raw Women's Champion. Or, shoot, maybe a double champion at that. But me personally, just add Naomi in there. That's all I want to see. Just add Naomi. It will be a great addition to the bloodline. And me personally, I feel like everybody will love her being in the bloodline if that happens. But until then, if that doesn't happen, would I be disappointed? Yes, but at the same time, it's WWE. Plus, it's Triple H, so he can do whatever he wants to, which I understand. I respect that. But me personally, Sasha, if you do come back, just try not to complain a lot and actually hold a title for once in your goddamn life. That's all I'm asking. Hold a title for at least a year, if not a little bit over, or if not, maybe 10, 11 months. Maybe. Can you do that for once? Jesus, these wrestlers nowadays.